This is Randy.
And this is Melanie.
And today we're going to talk about Community Season 6, Episode 8, Intro to Recycled Cinema.
Recycled cinema.
Recycled cinema. Get it?
Yep.
In this episode, Chang and... this is something that I didn't think was clear in the episode itself, but Chang got noticed in his portrayal of Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid play from a few episodes ago. Apparently that's why he was in this commercial.
I did not know that.
The episode did not make that clear at all. I just read that online.
Okay.
Of course, not everything you read online is true, but that's what somebody had put down on Wikipedia. Anyway, so it opens and there's a commercial playing, and I like that it cold opens to this commercial because there's until Chang appears at the end of the commercial, there's nothing to indicate that you're watching Community other than the fact that you pressed play on Community. Mm-hmm. And then Chang appears, and apparently, he's become kind of his 15 minutes is going on, and he's got a catchphrase for this commercial, and it's ham girl,
which is horrible.
He's the ham girl guy.
Yeah.
But we don't really spend a lot of time with Chang. He pretty much bookends the episode. The episode itself is about apparently the Greendale group is initially shocked that Chang is left them and became famous, and they kind of seem angry about it a bit. It rubs them the wrong way until somebody finds out that Abed had shot some footage for his cop drama movie that he was trying to make. That's when Frankie and everybody else is like, we need to cash in on that. We've got this footage of this guy who's, becoming famous. Mm-hmm. Let's crap together a movie and put it out there and cash in on his name. And that's what the episode is about. Hence, Intro to Recycled Cinema.
And I love what they do with what they have because, yeah, it's supposed to be a cop drama.
Originally, yeah.
What the footage is, pieces of this cop drama that Abed had planned. And they turned it into a sci-fi adventure.
Yeah, a space. And really, all they really have is this, one scene of Chang at a desk. So they just use that same footage throughout the whole thing and, yeah, turn it into a space sci-fi adventure. Mm-hmm. And it's ridiculous. The drama here comes from, initially, Abed is not on board. I mean, he's going along, but he's obviously unhappy. He feels they're forcing him to turn out crap that he doesn't want to make.
And they're even forcing it to be kind of Ed Wood style, one take and that's good, let's go,
Yeah. I appreciated there was reference to Hickey.
Yeah.
From season 5.
The character that everyone forgot.
And apparently, I liked Hickey.
I know you did.
Although Frankie's there, between the two, I'm going Frankie. Because Frankie's awesome. Except for the steel drums bit.
Yeah.
It does not work for me. I understand it's supposed to be goofy, but it doesn't work for me. So the thing that they're making, it looks awful. Obviously, it's going to. But it's kind of fun to see how they're reappropriating this footage. I kind of enjoyed that aspect.
Mm-hmm. The ridiculousness of it all.
Yeah.
What was it? Coffee cup laser gun or something of that nature?
It looks so stupid, but that was one of my favorite parts about it.
Oh, telephone. It was a telephone. In the Chang footage, it was a telephone.
Yeah, it was a telephone he picked up and, said some lines and then set it back down. And what they did is, and you could tell it was crappy post-production where they just attached this weird picture to the headset of the phone. So it's supposed to be a laser gun, and they just use most of the time he's just there with it to the side of his face because it's a telephone. And then they use part of the footage of him putting the phone down to pew, and a laser shoots out, and then he puts it back to his face, pew. It is ridiculous, but that was fun. The drama towards the end is basically they need to trim it down a little bit. They have 6 minutes more footage than they need, and everybody agrees that it's Jeff's big scene they want to cut, and Jeff becomes very unhappy. And that kind of leads into the drama of Jeff gets really upset about that, and then of course it turns out he's actually upset about the fact that he'll probably, after everybody leaves, he'll probably still be at Greendale because he's a teacher.
Yeah.
And he realizes he'll be the last one there. Mm-hmm. To me, this episode out of all the new episodes, felt closer to the older episodes. And I don't necessarily think it's a hilarious episode or anything.
I think it seems more like the kind of adventure that they would have embarked on in previous seasons.
And the whole story, like the whole episode, I mean, you'd shift focus to kind of Abed's issue, Abed's drama with it, and then then it shifted over to Jeff's issue. But for the most part, it was the whole group participating in this adventure. The plot followed the whole group. It wasn't like we've got the A story and the B story, and these stories are totally disjointed. Not to say that didn't happen in the earlier seasons, but we've talked about this before on a couple of the episodes this season that we weren't as keen on, is that it works, I think, better and it feels more like Community when you've got the group together. Every character had at least a little bit of something fantastic in this episode.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good line here or there and a pretty fair portion in the story itself. Like they were involved in what's happening. And so far, my favorite episodes this season have all been stories where, for the most part, the group's together, or at least it's involving most of the group.
It's one of the not so bad episodes of the season.
That sounds like you're not enjoying a season.
Overall, not that much. There have been a couple that I liked. There have been some that weren't horrible, and this is one of those. And then there were some that I wish I'd never had to watch.
I'm still glad Community is back.
Yeah, me too.
I would agree that it's very hit or miss, but there have definitely been a handful of standout episodes so far. And I think this is one of them.
That's all I gotta say about that.
If you enjoyed our discussion, hit like. And maybe...
Subscribe.
Yeah.
And check us out on grolixpodcast.com for more cool nerdy things.
Yeah, a lot of comic book stuff, and then other nerdy things that we're into.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who audio plays.
Doctor Who comics. No, I'm just.
Well, I mean, we do read the Doctor Who comics. I haven't reviewed any of those, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But
superhero shows.
yeah, all kinds of things.
Yeah,
Get
scary
your
movies.
Get your geek on.
Get your geek on.
I regretted saying it right away.
Yeah, good.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.